This Roblox game changed my entire life. Like, if I never played this Roblox game, I would not have my YouTube channel or my Instagram or my TikTok. I would basically be nothing without this game. Well, what exactly is this Roblox game that changed my life? This Roblox game is called A Bizarre Day. It's a Roblox JoJo game inspired by an anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But just knowing the game alone isn't enough to explain everything that happened. So let's go back to 2020 where everything was different. You see, during the year 2020, there was a pandemic happening. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But because of this pandemic, nobody could go outside. Nobody could go to restaurants. Nobody could interact with other people. Everyone had to stay inside their homes, which meant that as a 13-year-old kid, I didn't have to go to school. And because I didn't have to go to school, I took full advantage of this and I played Roblox. Like, I think I played Roblox every single time I could. And during this time where I was playing Roblox every single day, I discovered a game called A Bizarre Day. And I fell in love with this game. The reason why I loved this game so much was because I loved collecting abilities in this game. To get abilities in this game, you have to collect arrows and then you have to stab yourself with it. But yeah, I was so into collecting rare abilities at that time that I started trading and grinding my abilities to get the rarest ability possible. I was so in love with the trading in this game that I decided to start a Discord server dedicated to trading in A Bizarre Day. It wasn't allowed in the A Bizarre Day community to have a third-party trading server, but I disregarded that rule and I honestly just started it anyway. And now I had my newfound passion. I was a passionate Discord owner who stayed inside all day and ate chips all day long. But yeah, as embarrassing as it may sound, I was really passionate about my Discord server because I loved interacting with the community and I would spend days just building my Discord. And after talking to everyone and building my server into the server that I wanted it to be, I somehow got my server to 1,000 members, which is honestly pretty impressive considering that I wasn't famous at all. I wasn't known in the community either. I was just some random kid online, and for me to get 1,000 people to join the server was pretty accomplishing to me. Now, I'll get to why I mentioned my Discord server in a minute. You see, I was making a lot of online friends in my Discord because I couldn't go outside. Like, because of the pandemic, I had to stay inside, and the only way I could make friends was to make online friends. So I hung out in my Discord server with 1,000 members and I would play games with them. I would play A Bizarre Day with them. I would do all of that and make so many friends on my online Discord server. But it was one singular day, one singular interaction that changed my entire life forever. So I was hanging out with my Discord members and I remember sending them screen recordings of funny game moments that happened while I was playing Roblox. And one person would mention to me that the recording quality of my videos were so good that I should become a YouTuber. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should become a YouTuber. But I just kind of played it off. I didn't take it serious. But it kind of made me think, like, becoming a YouTuber was one of the biggest dreams I've had as a kid. You know how some other kids have actually cool dreams, like, I don't know, singer or like a businessman? I wanted to be a YouTuber. I don't think it's the coolest dream to have, but I seriously wanted to make videos to have people watch. And so I was like, you know what? Why not do it? So I made my first ever banger. This was awesome. Yeah, I was lying about the banger part. You see, making videos is not easy as you may think it is. It actually requires a lot of work. Like, I did not think that becoming a YouTuber was this hard. I didn't know that you had to be skilled in graphic design for thumbnails or video editing or even being creative and coming up with good ideas for people to watch. I had no idea that any of this was required, and that's why this horrendous video was made. But even after knowing that this YouTuber thing is extremely hard but also not really that lucrative if you're very small, I decided to push through it anyways and made several videos until I made this one video. This one video was based off the game An Extraordinary Adventure. It was actually an A Bizarre Day copy, like a ripoff, but I had a video idea pretty good that it got to 160,000 views, and that's when I hit 100 subscribers where I did my voice reveal.
Honestly, I've never expected this to happen so soon. It's pretty awkward.
Yeah, you could tell I was very young when I started my YouTube channel. This is a tough watch for me. But after this happened, I just knew that I had a real shot at becoming a YouTuber. So what I did was make tons of A Bizarre Day videos. Some of the videos did really good, so I just kept making videos, and that's how I am here today. is what I wish happened. But the reality is I went through a lot of problems, and honestly, some of them almost ruined my dream of becoming a YouTuber. Yeah, remember when I said making this Discord server wasn't really allowed?
It wasn't allowed in the A Bizarre Day community to have a third-party trading server.
Well, someone finally caught on to what I was doing, and I got banned from A Bizarre Day. This was a huge deal because for me to get banned means I wouldn't be able to make content. But after this whole incident kind of happened, A Bizarre Day started to die out, and that's when I knew that I had to move on, because making content on A Bizarre Day, even after it's dying out, was not a good move for me. So when A Bizarre Day died, I was kind of sad, but I had to move on with another genre, and that was a universal time. You see, this game had so much hype because the sneak peeks for this game were insane. So what I would do is basically make videos glazing a universal time based on their sneak peeks and stuff like that, and that's when I took off again. I took off so much that the creator of a universal time got in contact with me and gave me the opportunity to try this game out myself, and that got like 200,000 views, which was crazy. So it finally felt like I was doing something right in my YouTube career, like I'm gonna take off again. Well, that was until a universal time kind of died out too. You see, the hype and expectation for a universal time was so high that when it released, it did not live up to the expectations, and it led to many people getting disappointed and a universal time slowly dying out. A universal time is doing really good today, but it wasn't doing well before. And this crushed me because a Bizarre Day was my content and it died out. A universal time was my content and it died out. And this gave me so much stress that eventually I honestly decided to quit YouTube. I just stopped. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. And this was probably the lowest point of my life because I didn't know what I was here for. And so I didn't know what to do with my life. So I was like, how about we make TikTok videos, you know? Because TikTok was a fairly new platform at the time, and I wanted to kind of see what the hype was all about. So I made TikTok videos about Roblox horror, and one video took off. It got 20 million views. And that's when I knew I had to pursue this. I had to. So I would come home every single day after school, and I would grind out short videos. I would literally just make videos every single day. And after doing that for like 2 to 3 years, I became one of the biggest Roblox content creators on TikTok. I reposted my content from TikTok to Instagram, and that has 400,000. And I thought this was the thing for me, but once again, I had to quit. Like 2 to 3 months ago, I really thought this was the thing for me because I was getting a lot of opportunities. I was getting really good views and stuff like that. But after thinking about it really hard, I knew that this wasn't my goal. TikTok was a stepping stone for me, but it wasn't the end goal. And that's when I started to pursue YouTube for the third time. Now, people might call me stupid for doing this because I'm literally one of the biggest content creators on TikTok and Instagram. So why are you going to YouTube to make videos that don't get a lot of views? Well, honestly, I would be lying if I said this decision wasn't hard. In fact, I had to pray about it, and I would think about this every single day because I just knew that I couldn't make both long form and short form videos at the same time because of time. But not just that, I also had so much doubt. Like, what if I just quit TikTok and Instagram just to do YouTube, but then find out that YouTube isn't working for me? What if I fail at this? What if everything goes wrong and nothing good happens on YouTube? But I just knew that making TikTok videos wasn't fun for me. Like, it wasn't my passion because what I valued the most was building a community. And with TikTok videos, I couldn't seem to do that. With making videos that are only just 30 seconds long, I couldn't form that connection and I couldn't build an audience even with 1.3 million followers. So here I am making YouTube videos that don't get a lot of views, but I'm happy. Like, even though I get videos that make $5 max from revenue, I'm still really happy because I see people enjoying them, I see people relating to them, and I'm starting to build a community once again. And that's how A Bizarre Day changed my life forever. Just one single Roblox game led me to make a Discord server, which then inspired me to make a YouTube video, which then inspired to become a YouTuber, then a TikToker, then an Instagram influencer, now back to becoming a YouTuber. Before you guys click off, I do have an important lesson that I learned from my entire story, and that is to pursue your dreams. And my deepest regret was not chasing this goal to the fullest extent, because I feel like if I did that, I would have much more material success than I have now. Even though I'm still so young, this is one of the biggest regrets I have, and I don't want you guys to have that regret, because if you guys are young, if you guys are 13 through 18, you guys have time to pursue your dreams. So please do it. Please, you will thank yourself in the future. So yeah, that's it.